closed the curtains early, even when the sky was gold. Every knock felt like a warning, every hand too sharp to hold. I memorized the art of leaving before anyone could stay. Built my heart like silent concrete, then smiled and walked away. There were voices dressed like comfort, but they vanished with the rain. Promises dissolved like shadows, leaving fingerprints of pain. I learned love could turn to weather, cold enough to shake the walls. So I kept my distance carefully from anything that called. I thought closeness meant surrender, thought forever always broke. I wore caution like a winter coat, heavy in the smoke. Before your name felt safe inside my chest, love was just a room I couldn't rest in. Every touch felt temporary, every light too weak to carry. All the fragile parts of me before your eyes could finally see. Then my heart was tired of running away before your name felt safe. I remember empty stations, late night taxis in the cold, holding tears behind reflections, trying hard to look controlled. Even laughter felt uncertain, like it might disappear too soon. So I slept beside the silence under half-lit lonely moons. I thought kindness had conditions, thought affection came and went. Never knew a quiet presence could undo what fear had meant. Before your name felt safe inside my chest, love was just a room I couldn't rest in. Every touch felt temporary, every light too weak to carry. All the fragile parts of me before your eyes could finally see. Then my heart was tired of running away before your name felt safe. Then you stood there without rushing, without trying to repair. You just died through every silence, like you truly wanted there. And the space between my heartbeat started feeling less alone, like maybe I was never made to survive this world alone. You said nothing lasts forever, but some souls still choose to stay. And for the first time in my life, I wanted one more day. Now your name feels safe inside my chest, like a light that finally learned to rest there. Every wound grows softer slowly, every night no longer lonely. You turn fear into a place where love could breathe and leave a trace. And my heart stopped begging me to run away when your name felt safe. I used to fear what closeness meant, now your voice feels permanent. And somewhere in the quiet dark, you made a home inside my heart. I know I disappeared sometimes, volumes all in my head. Words would fade before they reached you, leaving quietness instead. I was scared that if you saw me on the nights I came undone, you would leave like all the others the moment darkness had begun. So I hid behind the distance and the silence in my chest, but you never tried to force me. You just loved me at my worst. You waited in the stillness, without anger, without blame. And slowly I started believing maybe love could stay. You stayed through my silence, through the shadows in my mind. When I couldn't find the language, you still held me through the night. And every quiet moment that I feared would make you leave only showed me real love listens, even when I couldn't speak. So broken, like my heart had shut its doors. But you sat beside my sadness, like you'd seen this hurt before. Never asking me for answers, never pulling me apart. Just your steady kind of presence, breathing softly through the dark. And now your voice feels like shelter when the world becomes too loud. You taught my frightened soul what safe love feels like now. You stayed through my silence, through the ache I tried to hide, and somehow your quiet patience brought my heart back into light. Now every word I whisper carries less fear than before, because you stayed when I was hardest. And I don't run anymore. You never needed perfect, you just stayed. I used to guard my heart like fire, locked behind a careful flame. Every touch felt like a warning, every love a losing game. I built rooms inside my silence where nobody else could go. Learned to hide behind the distance, never letting feelings show. You arrived without demanding, never forcing open doors. You just sat beside my shadows until they scared me less before. Your patience moved so gently, like moonlight through the dark. And somewhere in the quiet, you reached my guarded heart. The night my walls grew quiet, every fear I carried started fading little by little, when your steady hands reminded me I didn't have to hide anymore. You never tried to rescue every broken part of me. You just loved me through the aching with a calm consistency, and slowly all the heavy space trust is slow and small. Maybe hearts learn how to open when they love through every wall. The night my walls grew quiet was the night I let you near, and your voice became the safest sound I'd ever learned to hear. Now every locked emotion feels lighter than before, because your love stayed long enough to open every door. You never broke my defenses, you simply love them quiet. I used to speak in almost careful, distant ways, afraid that every promise would eventually fade. Forever felt too fragile, like glass beneath my hands. Every time I trusted someone, love slipped away again. So I wore my doubts like armor, built my world on temporary things, never letting my heart imagine what forever really means. Then you arrived so gently, without trying to persuade. You loved me through the questions, until the fear began to break. You turned my never into always, turned my shadows into light, made forever feel like somewhere I could finally rest inside. And every broken promise that once left me incomplete slowly disappeared the moment your heart stayed next to me. You never rushed my healing, never asked for more than truth. You just held my shaken pieces like they still had beauty too. And somewhere in your patience, my guarded soul began to trust that love could stay without collapsing, that safe hearts do exist for us. Maybe forever isn't frightening when it's built with steady hands. Maybe love becomes eternal when someone truly understands. You turned my never into always, turned goodbye into a home. Now the future doesn't scare me when I know I'm not alone. And every fear of losing feels softer than before, because your love became the reason I believe in forevermore. You turn my never into always. The city slept beyond the windows while we stayed awake inside. Two tired hearts beneath the lamplight, with nowhere left to hide. We spent in half-lit rooms together, past midnight's quiet golden glow, trading fears like fragile secrets neither one had had told before. Your voice moved slow like summer rain, gentle on my restless mind.
And every word between the silence made me leave old fears behind.
No grand promises were needed, no perfect lines to make it real. Just honest hearts becoming softer in the safety that we'd feel. We spoke in half-lit rooms where shadows couldn't lie, where every hidden piece of us finally survived the night. And somewhere in those quiet hours between the moon and morning blue, I learned emotional honesty by slowly opening to you. Coffee cups and tired laughter, blankets tangled on the floor.
You listened closer than the world did.
Every time my voice grew small, and even when the silence lingered, it never felt cold anymore.
Because your presence filled the spaces that once echoed through my
soul. Maybe love begins this simply, now with fireworks above, but two souls speaking carefully until conversation turns to trust. We spoke in half-lit rooms and built something sincere, turning whispered conversations into reasons to stay near. Now every midnight memory still glows inside my chest, because your voice became the place my guarded heart could rest. Half-lit rooms and honest hearts. Half-lit rooms and honest hearts. I used to pull away from closeness, like warmth could disappear. Every touch carried a memory of losing someone near. I kept my body full of distance, careful with every embrace, afraid that love would turn to leaving the moment I felt safe. But your hands moved slow and gentle, never asking me for more.
Just quiet reassurance,
like I'd been known before. And somewhere in the silence between your skin and mine, the fear inside me softened for the very first time. Your hands felt like home again, not something I should fear, like warmth returning slowly after cold surviving years. And every fragile heartbeat that once trembled in the dark started healing in the shelter of your calm and steady arms. You never touched with pressure, never held too tight, too fast.
you let trust arrive naturally
and gave broken feelings space. Now your fingertips feel honest, like a language soft patient love that stays, teaching frightened hearts that tenderness can remain. Your hands felt like home again, like peace against my skin, turning fear into affection, letting safety finally in. Now every moment near you feels softer than before, because your touch became the answer my lonely heart searched for. Felt like home again. We never called it forever, not in the early days. We were two careful hearts, still learning how to stay. There were questions in the silence, little doubts we didn't hide, both afraid of moving too quickly towards something deep inside. But every night beside you felt softer than before, like uncertainty was slowly unlocking hidden doors. And somewhere in your laughter, somewhere in your eyes, I stopped fearing what could happen and started wanting time. Somewhere between maybe and forever, our hearts began to change, turning fragile hesitation into something that could stay. And every small tomorrow started feeling warm and true, like forever wasn't distant as long as it was you.
We spoke about the future
In quiet, careful ways,
testing little pieces
of the dreams we were afraid to say.
Put your hand inside my hand,
Made the unknown feel less far.
and suddenly commitment
Didn't feel heavy on my heart. Maybe love becomes eternal,
not in one dramatic night,
but in thousands of gentle moments that slowly teach us trust. Somewhere between maybe and forever, I fell into your light, and all the fear of permanence began dissolving quietly. Now every road before us feels softer than the past, because somewhere between maybe and forever, we found a love that lasts. Between maybe and forever, we stay.
I used to think some wounds stayed forever, like when I've frozen underneath my skin. Certain parts of me felt unreachable, too damaged to begin again. I carried old heartbreak like ruins, hidden underneath my smile. Every memory left a fracture that stayed with me for miles. But you loved me without trying to erase what hurt before. You simply stayed beside the aching until it hurt less anymore. And slowly through your kindness, light entered every room. The places I abandoned started learning how to bloom. Every broken thing began to bloom. Every shattered piece found color again. Your love moved softly through the darkness, like spring returning after endless rain. And all the parts I thought were ruined started breathing something beautiful. Every broken thing began to bloom the moment I was loved by you. You never called me fragile, never treated me like pain. You just held my trembling heartbeat through every healing change. And now the mirror looks much softer than it ever did before, because your eyes kept finding beauty in places I ignored. Maybe hearts don't heal completely, maybe scars still softly stay, but love can turn abandoned gardens into living light again. Every broken thing began to bloom. Every lonely corner filled with light. And all the fears I carried quietly started fading in your arms tonight. Now even my old sadness feels gentler than before, because your love became the sunlight my hidden soul was waiting for. Every broken thing began to bloom. Wasn't easy to reach back then. My heart still clarity storms. Every step toward closeness felt unfamiliar and unsure. There were nights I disappeared inside myself, too overwhelmed to speak, certain that my silence would become too much to keep. Then she never pulled away from me, never made me feel behind. You stayed beside my healing, one quiet day at a time. No pressure in your patience, no fear inside your eyes. You loved me through the unfinished parts without demanding I arrive. The way you waited for me still echoes through fractures without trying to erase
every trembling piece inside me.
Found comfort in your grace, and slowly I stopped running from the tenderness you gave, because your kind of patience made my guarded heart feel safe.
Maybe love is not about saving,
maybe it's about staying near long enough for broken hearts to loosen all their fear. The way you waited for me changed everything I knew, turned hesitant affection into something deep and true. Now every part of my future feels warmer than before, because your patient love became the home I was searching for. You waited without asking, and somehow that healed everything. There was a time the silence echoed like an empty hallway in my chest. Every night felt long and colorless. Every goodbye stayed longer than the rest. I used to know loneliness by heart, every quiet carried weight, the sound of midnight conversations ending too early or too late.
but somewhere
Between your laughter and the warmth inside your eyes, the emptiness I carried started fading from my life.
it happened slow and softly,
Like dawn arriving blue,
I stopped surviving evenings
the moment they included you. I forgot how lonely sounded, forgot the ache of empty rooms. Your voice became the background to every ordinary moment too. And all the hollow silence that once followed me around quietly disappeared without making a sound. Now the nights feel warmer somehow, even when we barely speak. Just your presence near my heartbeat makes the world feel less incomplete.
and every little memory
Of the loneliness before
feels distant like an old song.
I don't recognize anymore.
Maybe love doesn't arrive loudly,
Maybe healing rarely does,
sometimes hearts stop hurting slowly.
without even noticing it. I forgot how lonely sounded since your soul entered my life. Now the quiet feels peaceful instead of something I survived.
And every
Part of my future feels softer than before, because your love became the feeling I was searching for. I forgot loneliness when you stayed. create silence in my veins. Two tired souls with careful hearts, still haunted by old pain. We met somewhere between heartbreak and the fear of trying again, both pretending we were stronger than the ache beneath our skin.
You spoke softly of your scars,
Like constellations in the dark, and somehow every broken story made me feel less alone at heart. We never tried to fix each other, never asked the wounds to hide. We just stood beside the darkness until it softened in the light. Our shadows learn the same light, our lonely hearts learn how to stay. Two damaged souls discovering love doesn't always fade away, and every quiet piece of sadness found peace inside your eyes. Our shadows learn the same light, the night we stopped surviving life alone. There were nights we held each other without needing words at all, just breathing through the memories that once made us feel small. And slowly all the fear between us turned into something warm, like two unfinished hearts together, finally becoming whole. Maybe healing isn't lonely,
maybe pain can still belong
inside the arms of someone who understands the weight you've carried on. Our shadows learn the same light, and all the darkness lost its name. Now every scar feels softer, wrapped inside the love we made, and every road behind us led us where we are tonight. Two wounded souls becoming peaceful under the very same light. Our shadows found the light together. I used to fear the future like a storm I couldn't stop. Every tomorrow felt uncertain, like something waiting to be lost. I carried anxious thoughts like shadows following me through the dark, always bracing for the moment life would break my fragile heart. But then you entered quietly with your steady, calming voice, and suddenly the road ahead didn't feel like something to avoid. You held my fear so gently without trying to erase, and slowly all my restless nights began to soften into faith. You made tomorrow feel gentle, like morning light across the sea, like maybe the future wasn't waiting to take every good thing from me. And every dream I once avoided now feels possible somehow, because your love turned all my fear into peaceful moments now.
We started speaking of forever without panic in my chest. Small plans became beautiful instead of things to second guess.
And every time you smiled at me, the world grew quieter inside, like hope was finally learning how to stay alive. Maybe love doesn't promise perfection, maybe it simply stays near long enough for frightened hearts to stop expecting fear. You made tomorrow feel gentle and softened all my restless nights. Now the future feels like somewhere warm enough to build a life. And every road before us feels brighter than before, because your love became the reason I'm not afraid anymore. You made tomorrow feel gentle. It's been so long, holding attention like a storm beneath my skin. At a peaceful moment, waiting for the hurt to start again. My heart learned how to panic before anything could break, always bracing for the silence or the love someone might take. Even kindness felt uncertain, even warmth could make me shake. I forgot what calm sounded like before you asked me to stay. But you never fought my anxious mind, never turned away. You just loved me through the trembling until the fear began to fade. When the fear finally loosened, I could finally breathe again, like my soul stopped running circles inside invisible fences. And every heavy heartbeat that once echoed through the dark
Started slowing into peace
inside the shelter of your arms. You held space for every breakdown, every restless midnight wave, never asking me to hide the parts that still felt afraid. And slowly my body softened, like winter turning into spring, learning safety doesn't vanish when real love decides to stay. Maybe healing isn't sudden, maybe trust arrives this way, one gentle moment after another, until fear forgets its name. When the fear finally loosened, the world became less cold to hold, and every future in front of me stopped feeling so unknown. Now the silence feels peaceful, now my heart can finally rest, because your love stayed long enough to quiet every fear. I spent so many years believing love was something I should earn, hiding all the fragile pieces, trying not to let them hurt. I learned to shrink around affection, to become what others needed, afraid the real me wouldn't survive if every flaw was truly seen. So I wore perfection carefully, like armor stitched beneath my skin, never knowing honest love could simply let somebody in. But you looked at every broken part without asking me to hide, and suddenly my guarded heart didn't feel wrong inside. Love didn't ask me to change, didn't ask me to become somebody new. You held every trembling piece of me like they were already enough for you. And all the shame I carried started falling away slowly, when your love kept reminding me I was worthy as I am completely. You never tried to fix my sadness, never made me feel too much. You just stayed beside my healing with your calm and steady love.
And now the mirror feels gentler
than it ever did before,
because your eyes kept finding beauty
in the parts I once ignored. Maybe real love isn't changing people, maybe it's allowing hearts to rest without fear of losing themselves inside somebody else's expectations. Love didn't ask me to change, it simply stayed and held me close, and every hidden insecurity lost a little of its control. Now every breath beside you feels softer than before, because your love became the place where I don't have to hide anymore. You love me as I was, and somehow that changed everything. There's a kind of silence that only love can hold, not empty, not lonely, just warm enough for two souls. The world moves slowly around us, streetlights fading into hope. Though hidden movies, quiet shadows, all I really feel is you. No need for grand confessions, no need to fill the air. You're breathing next to mine tonight, says more than words could share.
And somewhere in the stillness
where all the noise disappears,
I found a kind of closeness
that feels safe enough to hear. In the quiet between heartbeats, I feel your soul beside mine, like the world stopped turning softly just to give us this little time. And every fragile feeling I once tried so hard to hide now rests peacefully within me whenever you are near tonight. Your fingertips move slowly, tracing circles through my hand,
like you already understand me
without needing explanations.
And every second feels endless,
wrapped inside inside your gentle light.
Two tired hearts becoming calmer.
In the stillness of the night. Maybe love is not the loudness.
Maybe it's the peaceful space
Where two hearts no longer fear the silence they once faced.
In the quiet between heartbeats, I finally learned to rest.
and every fear inside my body.
Soften slowly in your chest. Now the silence feels beautiful instead of something I survived.
Because your love became the calmest place
I've ever felt alive.
In the quiet between heartbeats, you found me.
I used to fear surrender, like falling through the dark. Every time I opened slowly, I prepared for broken hearts. Loved ones felt like losing balance, like standing near the edge. But your arms became so gentle, I forgot the need for defense.
You never
Pulled me downward, never made me lose myself. You just gave my restless spirit somewhere peaceful, finally to land. And every quiet moment wrapped around me slowly, like safety, learning how to breathe inside somebody's love. You became the softest place I've ever fallen, where fear disappeared beneath warm hands. And every fragile piece inside me finally felt completely understood. No crashing into heartbreak, no loneliness beneath, just your steady kind of tenderness, catching every part of me. Now your voice feels like a blanket on the coldest nights inside my mind. And every time you hold me closer, the world grows softer all the time. I never knew surrender could feel this calm and true, like trusting someone fully without losing who I am to you. Maybe real love isn't falling apart, maybe it's falling into peace, where two hearts stop resisting and finally feel relief. You became the softest place I've ever fallen, like moonlight resting on the sea. And all the fear that once surrounded love no longer reaches me. Now every tomorrow feels warmer, every silence feels alive, because your love became the safest place my heart has ever arrived. The softest place I've ever fallen was you. love didn't arrive loudly. It didn't fall from the sky. It grew slowly between us in ordinary nights. In morning coffee conversations and sleepy smiles at 2 a.m. In quiet drives through rainy cities and reaching for each other's hands. We never rushed the future, never forced what love should be. We simply kept choosing each other in small moments constantly. And somewhere through the everyday, without even realizing, our hearts began building something strong enough to last a lifetime. We built forever, one breath at a time, one quiet promise, one soft night. Through every ordinary moment, love slowly learned how to survive. And all the little pieces of the life we made together turned into something timeless without us even noticing. Forever. Inside the tiny details, the way you looked for me in crowds, the way your voice still softened whenever my world got too loud. And every gentle memory became another steady stone in the kind of lasting love that finally felt like home. Maybe forever isn't grand gestures, maybe it's simply staying near long enough for two hearts to stop measuring time in fear. We built forever, one breath at a time, one small healing after another. Now every tomorrow beside you feels warmer than the years before. Still shines inside my chest, because the life we built together became the place my soul could rest. One breath at a time, we became forever. There were nights the world felt heavy, like the sky would never clear. Shadows moved through every thought, whispering old fears in my ears. I remember trembling quietly at the edge of giving in, certain all my broken pieces would finally disappear again. But your voice cut through the silence like warmth inside the storm. And somehow your steady heartbeat kept my fading spirit strong. You held me through the chaos when I could barely stand. And every time the darkness rose, you reached for my hand. Even the dark couldn't pull me away, not from the light we built together, not from your arms around my soul, holding me through every weather. And every fear that tried to drown me lost its power little by little. Because your love stayed beside me, even when the night grew cold. There were moments I felt distant, lost somewhere inside my pain.
But you never stopped believing.
The softer parts of me remained. You sat beside my sadness without trying to erase it,
Teaching me that love survives.
even when hearts feel shaken.
Maybe real love isn't fragile.
Maybe it's the thing that stays when every storm inside your chest tries to carry you away. Even the dark couldn't pull me away, because your love became my ground, and every lonely part within me found peace inside your sound. Now the night feels less frightening. Now my heart remembers life, because we kept holding each other through every hardest night. Even the dark couldn't take me from you. Even the dark couldn't take me from you. There was a time tomorrow felt distant and unclear, but now whenever I imagine it, your voice is always near. I picture mornings by the window, coffee cooling in our hands, your sleepy laughter filling silence like music drifting through the air. And every little dream I buried somehow feels alive again, because your love turned all my fear into somewhere I could stand. You changed the way I see the years ahead, from something uncertain into something warm and real. I hear your voice inside my future, soft as light across the steep, calling every frightened part of me toward the life we're meant to keep.
Every road before us
Feels gentler than before, because forever sounds beautiful when your heart is part of mine once more. I imagine growing older, still reaching for your hand.
still finding peace in quiet moments.
No explanations needed then.
And even through the changing seasons,
One thing inside me stays true.
every version of tomorrow
Feels safer next to you. Maybe love becomes eternal when two souls choose to remain through every passing chapter
and every kind of change.
I hear your voice inside my future, like a promise calm and bright, turning used to think love belonged to other hearts, not mine. Like forever was a distant light I'd never reach in time. There were years I called it hopeless, years I almost stopped believing. Every goodbye felt like proof that love was only leaving. But all the nights that hurt me, all the roads that led nowhere, quietly became the distance that carried me to here. And now I see the meaning in every lonely season gone. Maybe love was never absent, maybe it was simply taking longer to arrive. Always was waiting for us, somewhere beyond the fear, beyond the broken moments, beyond the lonely. And every tear I carried led me closer to your light, like destiny was softly guiding both our hearts through every night.
Now forever doesn't scare me,
Now tomorrow feels alive,
because your love became the answer
to questions buried deep inside.
and every wound I once protected,
Feels softer in your hands,
like my soul finally found
the place it was always meant to land. Maybe love arrives exactly when our hearts can finally stay. Maybe timing writes its own story in slow and quiet ways. Always was waiting for us through every dark unknown,
through every fragile version
of the hearts we used to hold. Now every dream feels endless, every silence feels like peace, because the love I thought impossible was always finding me. Love was never impossible. It was only waiting for